You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney theme parks podcast. And this is show number 467 for Sunday the 13th of August 2023.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. And I have with me how can I describe our guest of this week? I think the chuckle has given it away. I have with me the wonderful John Sakara, aka the Big Fat Panda. Welcome back, John.
How are you, my dear? I am so happy to be back with you.
5 years friend since we've recorded together.
That's too long.
Just saying.
Okay, we won't let that happen. We can't let that happen again.
No, we're going to sort it out this December. We're going to have some time together.
Yes, I'm in.
We'll find a way where we can get a big Disney backpack and go to one of those after-hours events and just really make off with everything we can.
All right, listen, let's try. I'll do a Christmas party. If you tell me what date you're going to do it, I'll do it with you.
Okay, we've got a date. Sorted. We'll talk. But we're not talking about Christmas yet. Because the longest running, never-ending festival has begun. Oh my word, it's running till the 8th of November. Food and wine.
It's always a festival now. Yeah, I like food and wine. I like Flower and Garden because of the look of the park, but I think the food at Food and Wine actually, to me, is the best. I think like the art one is a little too artsy. Sometimes they try to play with the food too much and it scares me. So I'm into Food and Wine.
I must admit, it used to be the big thing for me when I'm trying to get over to the States because it always used to start on the last day around the end of August. And now it's starting at the beginning.
Yeah, do you remember back in the day, didn't it only last like a month and a half or something?
Yeah. You know, I long for the days when you can go to Walt Disney World and there not be a festival at Epcot.
Nope, not anymore.
I think it's like 2.5 weeks in a wet, soggy March. Anyway, we are going to talk a little bit about your first visit to the Food and Wine Festival. Before we go any further, I have obviously, full disclosure, I have watched your YouTubes of your visit, and please tell me you bought the Figment hat.
You know, I didn't buy it. I should have, probably. I kind of liked it. Did you see my reference to it? It felt like I call him the garlic guy inside Spaceship Earth. It does look like a big clove of garlic on his head.
I just think what Imagineer drugs they were taking when they thought, let's sell a really warm, fleecy hat. The time of year where the floor where Orlando is hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yeah, it's true. And it's like a really warm turban. I have to tell you, in the wintertime, that hat probably would be awesome to wear.
Oh, you look so cute.
Thank you.
That is so your colour.
I do like purple.
I do like purple and I do like Figment. And it is a big thing of mine at the moment is Figment. But yeah, maybe for, you know, if we see it at Company D for $2.99, we can pick it up.
Yes.
Or the outlet, and we can wear it at the Christmas party. We've got outfits sorted.
Yep. The outlets have so many things that I thought would sell out at the price they were sold at, but the outlet has them for like 60% off. It's great.
I got the 50th varsity jacket, the one that was in satin with the big embroidery of the castle on the back, and it was like $25.
Wow. Yeah, see, the problem is you don't know. If there's something you really want, I tell people get it. Because you don't know if it's going to end up at the outlet. But sometimes you go to the outlet, you get some really good deals.
Absolutely. So, we didn't get the hat. Okay. What do you think to the merch? You had a little wander through connections, showing some bits and pieces. Are you tempted to buy anything?
No, you know, I think that maybe I saw the bad merch, because the merch that I saw, and even you heard Corinne comment, this could be Tampa's Food Festival. For some reason, the prices were ridiculous, and I thought the design was not appealing. I didn't see a lot of character. But then yesterday when we did the new Disney Underground show on the channel, people showed more pictures, and I was like, oh, that's good merch with Mickey Mouse. So it could be the first day they didn't have it all out, or I missed some. The merch I saw, I didn't like much of it. What I did like was the wooden things. There's like, I don't know, one is like it's not a cutting board. It's kind of like a stand for a table to put something on. It
Mm.
just looked nice. It was a nice piece of wood. It was polished, and it was like $30, and it was great, and it felt rich and classy. They had a few of those things there. So yeah, there were some things, but I from what I saw, more is coming, and it looks better. But some of it's not themed.
Yeah, I love the shirt, but as you say, as you look closer to it, it's just little bits of food and there's no characters to it. And it wasn't a cheap shirt, easy either, the button down.
It was like $115. Somebody told me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know. I'm going to wait. It'll get cheaper in the outlets, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what? I think that one will be in the outlet.
But it did make me chuckle when you were making the joke about the World Showcase passport. Tell us a little bit about this wonderful idea that they've brought back from the dark ages pre-COVID.
Yeah, I never knew that it actually left. I just thought I wasn't picking it up, but they have the passport where if you go around to the countries, they stamp it for you with a special stamp just from that country. You go up to their, in the gift shop, somebody has a stamp and you ask where it is.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of stickers that come with it. And it actually, for $14.99, it feels like you got a good value and had some fun, especially for a kid that's, going around World Showcase and wanting to collect something. I like it. But my thing is, it looks so much like a passport. One day, someone's going to think they packed their passport and they ain't going anywhere.
Well, my passport in the UK is a British passport, and it is now a very dark, almost black navy blue with gold on it. And I could, in a bit of a rush in the morning, quite easily pick up the wrong document.
Yep. That's why I would just not put that one anywhere near the real passports.
Well, for $14.99, it's a bit of fun.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell me about some of the delightful foods that you were able to try on your first visit.
So the big standout to me was I think it was called Flavors of Fire. I might have that wrong, but it was an Impossible Burger slider with wasabi cream and some coleslaw of some sort. When I tell you, Impossible meat, by the way, for me, can fool me into thinking it's real meat. I don't have a problem at all with anything Impossible. I'm on board with. Even their chicken I find pretty good. And I'll eat regular meat, but the Impossible stuff just seems to mimic real meat so well that it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasabi slider, I never knew that I liked a spicy hamburger so much because it wasn't spice that like burned you and took over your mouth. It was just a good happy spice, if that makes any sense. It was actually flavor and not just heat. It was really one of the standouts. I would get it again if I went back.
Do you think it was good value? Because sometimes I look at these food booths and I sort of think, ooh, $9, $10. Ooh, that's a bit ouchy.
Yes, the slider was $6, and if you saw the size of it, absolutely a good value. But when you add it all up, $6 here, $6 here, a bottle of water here. But I definitely went through $100 that day for sure.
Oh my
Just
word.
on little tiny, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was $29 here, $17 here, 25 here. It definitely adds up.
Wow. I must admit, I've only had one run in with an Impossible Burger and it was not a good experience. But that was probably, oh gosh, 4 years ago when they were just starting to bring it into the park. And I did that food tour around the Magic Kingdom that they did. And they
Okay.
took us into Cosmic Rays and they gave us this slider. And it was like, oh, it was so bad. I would be still chewing it now if I hadn't spat it out.
Oh, do you know for sure if it was Impossible? Because Disney used to use Beyond, and I hate that.
I don't know. They just said it was a plant-based meat that they were
Okay, yeah.
experimenting with.
Okay, if they say plant-based, it's not Impossible because Impossible is a specific brand and they have to use that name. So that's good, which means that when you do try Impossible, you're probably going to go, oh, wow. Because to me, it was from all the others, it's completely different. It would fool my dad into thinking it's beef. You're talking about like an 80-year-old beef eater. He would think for sure. I wouldn't have to tell him that it's fake. He would be like, yeah, it's a good burger. He wouldn't know.
Okay, evil plan hatched. Get husband Impossible Burger and not tell him.
He won't know. You tell me. I bet you he won't know.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Our secret.
Okay.
Did you try anything else from Flavors from Fire?
Let's see. Corinne had a steak taco. She did not like it. She thought it was chewy. She wanted more of the chimichurri sauce. That was from the same place. Right next door, and I think this is not new, they've had it before, was the Fry Basket. and they were three different types of French fries. It was a malt vinegar and sea salt. It was a bacon and was it bacon barbecue, and then the other one was like a sweet potato, marshmallow, syrupy, like a sweet one. And I have the juxtaposition of all three of them was just great. It was great to taste the flight, the French fry flight.
They do tend to get some really nice, interesting things in that little booth there, because I liked visiting the booth that they had earlier in the year when
Yes.
it was Flower and Garden. They had those wonderful, oh gosh, what were they? They were like churro sort of pocket cum beignets filled with
Yes.
cream cheese and bacon on the top.
That was delicious, yes.
Oh, so good.
Yes, it was.
Oh man. Okay, so we've done the fry basket.
Let's see, across the way, Connor and Corinne tried, I forgot what it's called, Coastal something. And they had oyster Rockefeller, which I don't like any of that, so I don't try that. And I forgot Corinne had a crab cake. She thought it was okay. But Connor loved the oysters. Even though he likes raw stuff, they were cooked. He thought they were great. Oysters Rockefeller.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, you know what was interesting? The Odyssey building, which, sad to say, there's a negative here too. The Odyssey building did the thing with the Muppets where Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker are talking about making, chicken wings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a loop video. Every 5 minutes, a sketch comes on. You can't even hear it. It's a horrible projection of low resolution. You can't even hear it because the people are in the place is crowded. So the Muppets were like an afterthought where I thought it was going to be a big deal for that.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, it was I think a whole missed opportunity. But the food was not bad. They had the unnecessarily spicy wings, which Connor really handled like a pro, but if you watch the video, he's sweating to death. You saw that?
Oh, I did. And I felt so sorry for you because you had this little tiny bit of the spicy one and I could literally see your eyeballs melt.
And it took a good 60 seconds to hit. Like first you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And then 60 seconds later, you regret that decision completely. And the Impossible chicken tenders with the buffalo sauce, that was spicy, but it wasn't, as spicy as that other unnecessarily spicy one, which they actually call it that. They were pretty good too. But they gave you a lot. I was shocked with the portion size. There was like 6 big tenders in there that I could not finish. I was like, this is more than I expected.
Oh my word. So you're in the brewing, in the Odyssey building. There's Muppetry, which you can't hear and you can't see because of the resolution. And they are selling the thing that most people seem to be talking about, which is the pickle milkshake.
I should have tried it, but I didn't because I love pickles. And I thought, I don't want to drink a pickle milkshake. Then I saw people try it, and they told me that it actually did have a nice flavor, and you only get the pickle at the end. So when I go back probably tomorrow, I will try the pickle milkshake.
I want a picture of you and the pickle milkshake and a full report.
I will send you a little video. I'll send you a little video of my first sip.
Yay! I would be nowhere near that, mate. I'll just tell you now. Pickles are puke. It's nearly as bad as the oysters. So far, I have been tortured with all of this food that I will just not touch. So, yeah.
Well, there is a shake, and I don't know where it is. It's Fanta grape soda with vanilla ice cream, a combination I never would have thought to try. But if I find it, I'll try. I'll definitely take a sip.
No, I'm very weird with things like that. I don't think I'll be trying it. I tend to be unadventurous unless I've had an alcoholic beverage. And then after alcoholic said beverage, I did once try a snail. And yeah.
I can't do it. Even if it's delicious, I couldn't do it.
No, it's not delicious. It's like eating the garden. Seriously.
I believe it.
Ugh. Anyway, so you've been to the Odyssey building, you've had the spicy stuff, and on the video, and I just want to know if this is a top tip, you went to the China Pavilion, and we can always find all our wonderful Panda merch in the China Pavilion. If you were going to go back and retry the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings with a cool cucumber yoghurt, would you need to go and buy that Panda sort of hooped cushion just to enable you to eat the portion?
Yes, because 24 hours from now, you're going to be in pain.
Man, it just looked so bad, did those wings? And I don't do meat with bone anyway, but oh my word.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like wings. That's why the impossible ones are all my style. There's no bone. It's fake. If it was a chicken breast nugget, I'd be thrilled. I don't like the real wings on the bone. I just don't.
No. If I wanted to be a
Yeah.
caveman, I'd go live in a cave.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, when neither of us are having any of that malarkey. Was there anything
Nope.
else you enjoyed as you were wandering around?
Joffrey's had a new iced coffee for the event, and it was actually pretty good, but I think for me it might be too many flavors. It was a peanut butter mocha chocolate something something, and I just thought, okay, I drank it because it was hot outside and I wanted some coffee, but it was definitely too flavorful, too much stuff going on. I just need a regular iced coffee, but it was nice to relax. But Joffrey's has some stuff that's just for the food and wine, which is nice.
It's nice that they're getting involved with it, particularly, because
Yes,
I do
yes.
love myself a nice iced Joffrey's.
Yes. Even, I'm hearing that Joffrey's tea, there's somebody I know that gets a tea from them that just iced, it's like an iced tea, that thinks it's just fantastic. I have to try that.
Iced tea?
Yeah, there's an iced tea from Joffrey's. I forgot the flavor. Gene from the show that we do, he has to get it. Like every booth that he passes. Even if he passes one like 10 minutes after the first one, he has to get this iced tea. He just loves it.
You are forgetting that you're speaking to an English person.
Yes, it's probably not proper tea. It's probably, I don't know. Is Joffrey's English?
Probably not, no, because we tend to have tea that is made from a kettle, which Americans
that's
don't
true.
tend to have, and then we put milk in it or lemon if we're doing the posh Earl Grey type tea. But yeah, Yorkshire tea, builder's tea, which you can literally stand a spoon up in because it's so strong, and it's got to be hot. You can't make it. I was once given a cup of tea by an American, and they'd actually boiled the water in the microwave.
Yes, yes, that's what we do.
And it was like, no, no, please don't.
That's too funny.
But anyway, yeah, okay. Well, so Joffrey's has got something that's worth checking out. Possibly a cold tea. Okay, I'll send
Yeah,
someone who likes cold tea to go try that one out. Was there anything else?
we ended up back just for this trip because we have to go again for the other new stuff. But we ended up back in Canada, which nothing new. They have the tried and true stuff, the cheddar cheese bacon soup. Sorry about that ringing in the background. I don't even know where it's coming from. The cheddar cheese soup was excellent as always with the pretzel bread, and they also had the same filet mignon with the mushrooms and mashed potatoes, and I think that was like $12. And it's a small portion, but it's quite filling. And the cheese soup, oh, it's just so good. Have you had the bacon cheddar cheese soup?
I love the bacon cheddar cheese soup.
Yeah, me
It
too.
is to die for. My
It
top
is.
tip is get the soup and dip the steak in.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. And even though it's 110 degrees outside, I still got the soup.
Honey, I will eat that soup even if it is on planet Mars. It is
Yeah.
just so good.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something that you're going to find sacrilegious, I think, but I need to find out. I need to find out your opinion. I went to the UK pavilion. I went into the tea hut.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to go to the UK pavilion.
That's where I go. That's me going to Britain. Hold on. Who is bothering me this much? In any event, the UK pavilion has the tea bags that go into a bottle of cold water, and they in like 5 minutes they claim to brew in the cold water. I'm obsessed with these. Are these sacrilegious in the UK, or do people actually use them?
People do use them, but I personally don't. I like my hot tea.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like going in there, and we did this a few years ago when we met up in the parks, if I remember. We toured the United Kingdom, and I made you endure the delightful cuisine of the Rose and Crown. And,
It was good.
ugh, and
I didn't wait. Didn't I? I thought I liked what I got.
you got a Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, it was pretty good. I know it's not probably as good as what you get, but to me
Yeah.
it was good.
And then we had a trifle, and then we had a sticky toffee pudding. And
Yes.
yeah, that's what we had. They've cut down the menu something chronic at the Rose and Crown.
I haven't looked in a while. But last time I was there, what was it? Was it, I want to say bubble tea, but I know that's not what it was. Bubble something. It was like mashed potatoes with bacon.
Bubble and squeak.
Yes, I kind of like that a lot.
Bubble and squeak is what you do on a Monday when you have had your big joint of beef on the Sunday and you've got cabbage and you've got mash left over and you fry it off to make like little fish cake but with mash and cabbage cakes, and then you might serve it with some leftover meat or yeah, leftovers.
It was good. I'm all into that.
Yeah, well, it's not on the menu anymore, John, so you can't have it.
No, they took that off the menu?
They took it off the menu, along with most of the other foods.
I have to look.
You go look at the menu and then you send me a message and let me know what you think. They've just removed anything that was decent, apart from the fish and chips, which is the only place where you can get a decent chip, i.e. steak fry.
I hope they get enough complaints that they go back. I can understand for COVID they had to cut back, but it's done now. So
yeah. We're going in the UK pavilion. It's quite good fun because we can play a guessing game of how much is the box of Jammy Dodger biscuits, which cost us 49p and at £8.50 in the shop.
That's crazy.
Which is always good fun. So you're going to go back to the festival. I can't wait to see some more content.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think tomorrow we'll make another video of some new stuff that we're trying. It was raining, so it was also very hard to eat in the rain and record at the same time.
Yeah. I will really look forward to that. But since we last chatted, you have become a little bit of a globe-tretter.
I did, and I didn't expect it.
You have been on cruises. You have been to Alani, to Disneyland. Wow! Tell me a little bit about them all. What did you enjoy about going on the Disney Cruise Line experience?
You know, Disney Cruise Line is my thing. Meaning, when you're here, vacation to me as a kid was always Disney. But now that I live here, there's nowhere to vacation. You're just here already. So the Disney Cruise Line is my vacation. You know, that's when I can get away. But I just find the quality compared to like other cruise lines, for me, the Disney one is the way to go. I thought the kids would all bother me. They don't. They are all doing their own thing. You feel like you're on an adult cruise. And, you know, just the food, the entertainment, that Beauty and the Beast on the Disney Dream is like my favorite stage show. And I love it. I think the Disney Cruise. I can't wait to see what's coming out with the new ones, with the Disney Treasure and hopefully a Haunted Mansion bar.
Oh my word! Can you imagine that?
No, that would be much better to me than the Star Wars bar for me.
Completely. And shouldn't they just now get the Star Cruiser and turn it into a Haunted Mansion experience? Hello.
Don't laugh. I joked around about that. They couldn't keep me away. If they told me the portrait, you know, the stretching room portrait people were characters walking around and you had to talk to Constance and there was a story that developed over the course of 2 nights and you roamed the haunted hallways, forget about it. I would need a loan to go there. I would run.
And I think I'd be following you with your bags.
Yeah, right. You could come. We'll split it.
I'll be your butler. It's fine. I don't mind. So you've been on cruise line, and I totally agree with the value aspect. I have done Disney Cruise Line, I've done Royal Caribbean, I've done Princess, and I do feel that Disney is ahead on the food, the entertainment, the guest experience.
Cleanliness, yes.
Everything. But I'm going on a Princess cruise in the next when this goes out, I'll literally be on the cruise. And ooh. I will let people know how that goes because Princess offer a very different experience. So it'll be interesting to see if saving myself £3,000 going on a cheaper cruise line was worth it.
It still should be nice. Princess is usually up there. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you'll find a few differences, especially because you're a big Disney fan, but I think you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll enjoy it. It's amazing. I'm going for the scenery, not for the Disney bits. Right. You also been to Alani?
Now, Alani is weird in the aspect that it's like a fantasy land. I mean, you really don't. I know you fly very far, obviously, to get there. So you feel like you took this journey, this 12-hour journey to get there. But even when you get there and you open your eyes in the morning, it is like the hills are alive. It is just gorgeous, and everybody there doesn't have to be taught the Disney persona, the Disney way. The Hawaiians are just happy people. And they are very hospitality driven, whether that's in their DNA or just taught because of their tourism, as their bread and butter. They're just nice, welcoming people, and they want to teach you things. They want you to love their food. It's really like no worries, hang loose, and it's just the most gorgeous place that I've ever seen in my life.
It does look amazing. It is on my to-do list. I hope I get to go and do it. And yeah,
the problem is the flight. You have to just bite the bullet and say, you know what? Whether you can do first class or just coach and just get it over with, do it. Because once you get there, you land in like what looks like New York City. It's not, you're like, this is Hawaii. And they drive you maybe 40 minutes to Alani. When you get to Alani, it is just fantasy land. There's a thing there called shaved ice. And I thought it was just, crushed ice. That's their ice cream, but it's ice with flavor and then sweetened condensed milk on top. It's better than ice cream. It's just a nice, refreshing, lighter thing because you're eating the ice. But that's a big thing in Hawaii that I did not know, shaved ice. And you always have to fight the bees that are circling the trash can where they get thrown out, the dishes. You have to like really fight because there's thousands of bees over where the shaved ice is. And it's just funny. They deal with it. This is their life.
You've never had it at Epcot then?
I did not. Epcot, where do they have it? I'd never.
So Japan Pavilion.
Okay.
And there's a little stall, and I've forgotten for the life of me what it is, but it's not the quick serve and it's not the restaurant. It's a little stall just if you're looking at Mitsukoshi to the right, it's on your left, and you can get shaved ice with different colours, and they will pour a lovely evaporated milk on top, and it is like angels dancing on your tongue.
Yes. Okay, I gotta try. If it tastes the same here that it does there, then that's great.
Who needs a 27-hour flight?
Right? Let me tell you, though, when you visit there, you got to let me know what you think. I mean, you could literally not leave Alani and have a great vacation, but it's not scary to go out. You can, rent a car and go to where they filmed Jurassic Park. You can go to the Dole Plantation, it's a big tourist trap, but it's still fun. You see the pineapples, you eat some Dole Whip, stuff like that. It was just a nice trip to be on that island.
One day. You've also been over to Disneyland.
Yes, I never spend enough time in the parks, though. I'm always doing something there that's, work related, and I feel like I just want to go and have a day in Disneyland. I've only been to California Adventure for 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
In my life. I know. I need to go back.
Yeah. Get yourself over there. I'll meet you. We can go in the park together. 13th of August.
Next year, we should try to plan a trip to Disneyland. That would be fun. I could sit on Alice in Wonderland all day because that's my favorite little dark ride.
I think it's going to be closed when I'm there.
Aww.
I know.
And Mr. Toad. It feels like things came back. It feels like just nostalgia.
If it's open, I will send you a video. Okay, that's my exchange for the food.
It's my favorite ride. You've been on the one in Disneyland since they redid it?
Yes.
I love it.
It is a really cool attraction, and it is on the list I have got to do. It's a must. So what do you think about the new attractions that have opened since the last time we've spoken? We've got Tron, we have got the Guardians attraction, we have got Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and Web Slingers. I think those are the big four. What do you think to them?
I didn't do Web Slingers. I haven't been there since that opened. Guardians of the Galaxy is now my favorite roller coaster. Not only is it a nice, comfy seat, but when you get the music you want, like in my case would be, do you remember September?
Yeah.
When they play September on that ride, it's just like you feel like you're just in a disco, and you don't have to dance because the coaster is doing the dancing for you. But I love that ride. Tron, I enjoyed. I felt like it was too fast. Not in speed, it just felt like it was over so quickly. And I get it that you're outside quick, you go inside, and then you're done. It's because the ride is moving so fast. There's not a lot of room to put more track. It's probably maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but Guardians feels like triple the amount of time.
Yeah.
I have to actually time them to see. Like Guardians, I get off satisfied. I can't wait to do it again, and it's satisfied. Tron, you always say, oh, I wish there was 25 seconds more of that.
Are you one of those people that wave their arms in the air on Guardians and really get into the jive?
No, I hold on for dear life when I'm scared to death. People like, put your hands up. I'm not brave like that.
Okay, December. I will handcuff myself to you so that we have our hands in the air.
Oh, you do the hands in the air thing?
Yeah, I'm doing the conga. I'm doing all sorts.
Really?
I love it.
See, on Everest, I can't even do. When you go down the drop, I cannot put my hands up.
Oh, well, that's the G-force effect, though. It's so hard to
Yeah.
put your hands up in the air on Everest.
I'm gonna try now. If you're gonna do it, I'm not gonna be not doing it. So I'll try.
Yeah, you try it. Next time you get the conga, you have to do the conga with her and do the little hand
Okay.
jive thing. It
All
makes
right.
it makes it so much more enjoyable. What about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
I missed the Great Movie Ride, but I really love Mickey and Minnie's. I love the whole experience from the beginning of the movie to walking through the cartoon to getting on. I think some of the visuals are just incredible. No matter how much I look at them, I still, see the illusion. I love it. So I like it. What do you think of it? Do you like it?
I adore it. I am
Okay, good.
so excited that husband and I are going to go and experience it in Disneyland together. He's not seen it at all, and he's not done
That's
any
great.
ride-through videos or anything. And I do gather the queue over in Disneyland is meant to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we don't have that great queue. I know.
yeah, well, we got it earlier.
True.
So I'm an impatient woman. I want it now. Give me it now.
Yeah.
Hurry up. We had to wait 72 years for Tron. It was bad enough doing that.
I know. I have to tell you, what I was going to say is in Tomorrowland, Tron fits so good. There's times where you can see Tron, you can see Space Mountain and other parts of Tomorrowland, and then the contemporary in the background, and you just go, wow, okay, I know Tron is an old IP. I wish something, more current was there, but it looks great. It's a good addition.
I do agree completely. You are always right.
Oh, I wish. Thank you.
Apart from not putting your hands up in the air on Guardians, but we'll talk more about that.
No, I'm going to do that now. Now that you said I'm going to do it. But on Guardians, it's too dark. You won't even know if I have my hands up in the air.
I will.
All
I'm
right.
sat right next to you.
All right.
We'll see. We'll sort it out. We'll get it sorted.
All right. We'll do the eating after the Guardians.
Before, after. I'm fine. I'm one of those people that has an okay stomach on that kind of thing. So I suppose I'm very blessed.
No, me too. I'm pretty good. The Constitution is pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you been to Creations?
Creations. Oh my word. Yes.
They pretty. I gotta say, for fast food stuff, they really are up the bar. They did pretty good.
I cannot believe how much I dream about that damn Mandarin General Tso's chicken salad.
I loved it. I agree.
It's like, do you know what? Last time I was there, I think I had it 5 times.
It's that good. I know. And it's just 3 chicken tenders with salad and sauce on it, but it's done so well. It's great. I know.
I tried to make it myself over here with some tinned mandarins, but it's just not the same.
I gotta see. You know what? Let me see if I can. You got a recipe, or you just tried to recreate it?
I just tried to recreate it.
Let me see if I could find out more of what goes in it and see if we could find a way to do it. That would be fun.
Yay! And while you're at it, send me the cheese soup recipe. Go on.
Oh, I've done that. It's not easy, but I've done it. First, you make like a bread. And I looked in the pot and I saw this lump of basically dough, and I didn't realize that's called a roux. I was not aware at the time. And then it became soup. Like later on, you poured milk and cheese and it became soup. This was new to me. I was like, first I had bread. I thought I made a mistake. But it's really good. And I got to give you a tip that you probably know because I know you cook pretty good. Bacon. I was like, how am I going to cut little itty bitty pieces of bacon? Bacon is slimy, and you freeze it and you let it defrost just a little. Now you can cut your little tiny little pieces, fry them up, and then be done. But I didn't know that. So that was a little tip for that soup.
For one day where I'm in a soupy mood and I'll crack out the cheese soup and do without the pretzels because I don't do pretzels.
That's good.
Right, lovely. Well, I have had an absolute ball chatting to you about all of the things you've been up to over the last few years. Where can people find you on their socials so they can track down your up-to-date content?
I am reinvigorating slowly the bigfatpanda.com YouTube channel. I mean, I was always doing stuff on it, but I let it go. Over the past year, I was putting out one video maybe every 3 months, if that. I am back there full time now. That's going to be my job, my business. So bigfatpanda.com. Go there, say hello, please, subscribe, thumbs up. We have a show called The Disney Underground every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. It's me, Sammy D, Morgan Stark, and Gene Fitzmagic, these are just great people, fun people. And we are going to have guests, so we're going to have you soon if you don't mind.
Absolutely. I'll have to have some coffee to keep me awake because I think it's 1 a.m. for me, but
Oh my God, 8 o'clock, right. 8 my time is 1 year. Oh, wow.
I'm always up for some Disney chat. You do know that. And then we'll find a little bit of a challenge we can get up to when we meet up in December, because that's got to happen, whether it's the Christmas party or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I promise you this time it will. I'll make sure. I'll just, if I'm with people, I'll just run away from them. Bye.
Okay. I'll make sure of it. It's on air now.
Yes.
Okay, everyone. Well, thank you ever so much for listening in. You can find us on socials at Diz Dream Girls. And until next week, it's a goodbye from me.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.